Do you struggle with neck pain during pregnancy? I know I did. Unfortunately, neck pain during pregnancy is all too common of a symptom, and it can cause a lot of discomfort and a lot of distress. Hi, I'm Nicole Kaufman from Real Living Made Simple, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 different ways that you can relieve your neck pain during pregnancy, because it's definitely possible to find relief and it doesn't have to be hard or expensive. So if you're excited, go ahead and hit that like button and let's get started. So neck pain can be caused by a variety of different factors that all can be complicated by pregnancy. So during pregnancy, your hormones are raging, and this can affect not only your muscles and inflammation and different parts of your body, but your pain levels as well. And your posture is also going to be changing as your belly grows, and so you're kind of like bearing your weight differently and compensating differently, and that can cause neck pain, stress, and different ways that you're sitting and positioning yourself. All of these things and so many more can cause an increase in neck pain, or sometimes it can even cause neck pain to start where it wasn't necessarily before. So if you've never dealt with neck pain, then I definitely encourage you to stick around, because these will probably be some new tips for you. And if you've dealt with neck pain before, these are some things that I recommend that are a little bit more natural and definitely inexpensive as a way to help relieve that neck pain during pregnancy. So I actually have dealt with neck pain for a really, really long time. I have a couple different health conditions that influence that factor of neck pain and cause that chronically for me, and so during pregnancy it got a lot worse, and it actually got to the point where my neck was so stiff and so tight that it would lead to headaches, which would then lead to severe migraines where I'd be literally in bed for hours at a time, and it was miserable. So I started trying to find ways to be way more intentional, way more proactive about my neck pain and to find relief, and I have, and it's been really awesome just to not have to deal with such terrible neck pain as I'm progressing through my pregnancy. So I want to share this with you today. There's just 5 quick things, and most of them are either going to be completely free or just inexpensive ways for you to relieve your neck pain. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to share with you is a heating pad. Using a heating pad can be really, really helpful, especially when that neck pain comes from tension and tight muscles. So I have used heating pads a lot before, and for some reason I read about how you're not supposed to use heating pads during pregnancy, so I completely cut them out once I found out I was pregnant, which is kind of a pattern with a lot of things in my life. And then I realized and learned through some research and talking to doctors that the most important thing is not raising your core body temperature. So things like not taking a hot bath or being in a hot tub, those kinds of things are going to be more important, and not putting those heating pads directly on your belly. So that is the most important part about a heating pad. So putting heating pads on your neck actually can be really helpful for neck pain. So I recommend, I have this heating pad here. It's just a long pad filled with rice, and I just fold it right up and stick it in the microwave for a couple different intervals of time, and it usually takes about 2 minutes to heat up, and it's super convenient. You can actually wrap it around your neck different ways. Sometimes I'll just wrap it like this. Sometimes I'll actually stick it down my back and have it rest up on the sides, or like this. It's really versatile and can be used for a lot of different areas of the tense and tight muscles to relieve that pain. So I really highly recommend a heating pad. It's really helpful if you wake up and your neck is stiff or tight to just stick this on in the morning, sit on the couch for a few minutes and let your muscles relax and warm up. And so I really highly recommend this. I'll link to it below. And maybe a couple others that I have seen, but this is the one that I've tried and love, and so I definitely recommend this one. And so a couple of these things I'm going to mention are going to go together. These next 2 are going to really go with this first one, and I think in conjunction they're going to be really helpful. So the second thing that I'm going to recommend is doing strengthening exercises. So there are so many reasons I highly, highly encourage you to start strengthening your muscles, not just your neck muscles and your back muscles, but all of them. Your posture is really crucial in both in pregnancy and then after pregnancy, once you're actually holding that little baby. And during pregnancy and after, I think it's so much easier for us to have bad posture as our body weight is changing, our bellies are growing, and then afterwards you're holding a baby, so you're going to constantly be holding your baby and almost like slumped over. And so doing these strengthening exercises to really strengthen your muscles so your posture is just naturally a lot healthier is going to really, really help you if you have neck pain. So I actually have gone to physical therapy a couple different times over the course of my life that has been geared towards neck strengthening. And so I have a couple exercises at my belt that I use for that, just simple, basic strengthening exercises. And so I definitely recommend either physical therapy or looking up different exercises you can do there, but also just going into the YouTube search bar and typing in second trimester, first trimester strengthening workout, something like that. And I found very basic workouts where you use either body weight or you can use a really light 3-pound, 5-pound weight, I would say at the most, especially if you're not used to working out, to just do very targeted exercises. And these will target not only your posture muscles like your back and your neck and your shoulders, but also your arms and your legs and other things that are going to be in your core. All of these things are going to be important as you progress through your pregnancy, as you give birth, and then as you have your little baby to carry around all the time. So I really recommend these. So a lot of times I'll wake up in the morning, I'll use my heating pad to kind of loosen and warm up my muscles, and then sometime in the morning I'll try and do a short little circuit of strengthening exercises for my posture and sometimes even just for my entire body. So strengthening exercises are going to be really, really, really helpful in making your natural posture healthier and just getting you to a better place where it's actually going to in turn prevent that neck pain from even starting, because your muscles will be strong instead of tight, and that will just really help you a lot with neck pain. The third thing that I'm going to recommend that I use in conjunction with both of these things is massage. So another thing that I had learned or read about right when I became pregnant was that, stop getting a massage. Massages can cause risks, massages can cause miscarriages, and there's a lot out there about that. And so I would definitely recommend talking to your doctor, but my doctors all told me massage is perfectly healthy as long as the person doing the massage knows that you're pregnant and can be aware of different techniques that they maybe shouldn't do or different positions that you shouldn't be in as your belly grows. And so I actually went a long time without getting a massage because I had thought, we're not supposed to do this. But then I eventually went back and was getting them occasionally in conjunction with strengthening exercises and using this heating pad. And it was really, really beneficial. And I just had it targeted to my neck and my back. But I know a lot of people find it even more beneficial for just stress and circulation and all kinds of other things during pregnancy to get a full body massage. So I definitely recommend massage as a powerful way to supplement these other things that are going to be causing or helping with your neck pain. And I really do recommend doing it in conjunction with other things, because the massage is going to loosen the muscles, relieve the tension. But if you have that bad posture, if you are slumped over, it's just going to get everything tight again. So as you're getting a massage weekly, every other week, if you can strengthen those muscles in conjunction, it's going to be really, really beneficial. So the fourth thing that I'm going to mention is getting a new pillow. So I don't know about you, but my pillows, I tend to let go a little bit too long and they will get a little bit too flat. And I will just wake up with a really, really stiff neck. And it can be just monumental to have a good pillow so that you wake up and start your day on the right foot. And so I found that when my neck pain was getting really bad, I ordered a new pillow and immediately I noticed a difference. I would wake up and my neck would be like 75% less tight and less stiff in the morning, which would start me out for a lot better of a day in relation to neck pain. So the one thing that I'm going to highly, highly recommend if you have neck pain is a contoured pillow. So I just brought mine out here, and I don't know if you can see how it has this contour shape here. Different pillows, I like the higher end, and the other one, sometimes this one I like the lower end. So there's two pillows that I'm going to link to below. Both of them are just around $30. They're really inexpensive. They're a memory foam, but they have that contour. The first one is it's going to be a little bit softer, and I think this is more comfortable, but I find that after just a few months, I notice it's starting to get a little bit thinner, a little bit quicker. And so I tried this one, which I just showed you, which is very similar shape, but it's a little bit firmer. So it's just going to depend on which one you prefer, if you prefer the firmer pillow or the softer pillow. But I highly recommend it. It's such an inexpensive way to really, really help with neck pain, especially during a time when your body is going through all of these changes. I think it's important to just do everything you can to prevent the pain and really work with your body. So try a new pillow. I linked to the two below that I really love, but again, there are all kinds of variations of this contoured shaped pillow, and I think it's really helpful for anybody who's dealing with neck pain. The fifth and final thing that I'm going to recommend are things that if these aren't really helping, these more natural, just adjusting your body, adjusting different things, if they're not really helping, or if you need some additional and supplemental pain relief, I really am going to recommend either essential oils or pain medications, which really just Tylenol. I had taken Advil most of my life for neck pain and different sorts of pain, and not only is it bad for your stomach, but you're not supposed to take it during pregnancy. And so I was like, oh no, like my one thing that helps, I can't take anymore. But I started taking Tylenol when I really, really needed it, when nothing else was working, and it really does help. Although I try to take it as sparingly as possible because I do really care about the things that I'm putting into my body during my pregnancy. So I tried to do everything else first, and if that didn't work, and if I had something important I needed to be at, then I would take some Tylenol. So that, I would talk to your doctor, definitely, if you're at that point where your neck pain is definitely not going away, just to see some different options. But Tylenol is really helpful for me. But in addition to some of these more natural methods, if you're more interested in that, essential oils have been really helpful. I actually completely cut them out in the first trimester. Again, I just wasn't sure what was safe, what wasn't safe, and it's kind of hard to find out that specific information. I wasn't really seeing a doctor that was open to these more natural methods, and so I wasn't really sure. So I cut them out during the first trimester, but as now I'm in my second trimester, I've been using them again, and they've definitely helped with relieving pain, relieving inflammation. I think they're a great supplement to some of these other things that I've mentioned. So the two that I'm going to show you, I've tried a couple different brands. The first one is Lavender, and I love this one. Not only does it help with pain and inflammation, but it's also going to help relieve your anxiety, make you feel calm. Fun fact about my pregnancy is the first trimester, the smell of lavender made me want to throw up. I had used it so much before my pregnancy, and suddenly all these products that I had bought that were lavender scented, I just couldn't even stand. So literally the past few weeks, I've suddenly enjoyed lavender again, which is weird how quickly that changes. But I highly recommend that one. And then frankincense, which I've tried a couple different brands as well. This one is actually also really awesome in so many ways for pregnancy. I've heard people actually rub it on their bellies to help with stretch marks and help with the skin. But I really love frankincense. It's really calming. So not only does it help with inflammation and tension and neck pain, but I put it on at night and it just like makes me feel so relaxed and just so at peace with everything. So those two I will link to. I post on the specific benefits of each of those below. And I'll just link to the different actual oils that you can buy if you're interested. And I'll link to the more inexpensive brands that still have a really high level of purity, and I definitely love them and trust them as well. So you can check those out. But if you're dealing with neck pain, I just want you to know that it is possible to find relief. I know for a while I was thinking like, this is hopeless, I'm going to feel this way the rest of my pregnancy, but it's definitely possible to find relief if you be intentional and if you are trying hard to find those things that work for you. So I hope that these tips will help you. If you found anything helpful from this list of 5 things or anything else that's helpful, I'd love for you to comment below what has helped you or what are you looking forward to trying. And if this video is helpful, I'd love for you to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe for more, because I'm going to continue to post videos on tips for pregnancy and different exciting things about pregnancy. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you'll be notified when a new video comes. Thanks guys.